Hey guys, hey! Welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokeysteveandmarc. Oh yes, it is. Welcome back. It's so nice to see you on this Monday. Monday almost evening. Oh my gosh, and we are totally getting ready for like a big snowstorm. The last count, it was 6 to 12 inches. So we shall see. We'll probably get nothing. I hope I didn't just jinx that, right? But we're all prepared to work from home tomorrow if we need to, so I think we'll be okay, you know. And plus, we've had it pretty good this winter as far as the snow goes. So anyway, we'll see what happens there. Oh, it's great to see you. I hope you had a great weekend. Y'all, are ya feeling lucky, are ya? It's our St. Patrick's Day episode. Yes, St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, a little over 2 weeks away. So we have a lot to get to tonight. We're gonna do a lot. It was gonna be fun. So we have a recipe. Of course, we're gonna get caught up on some chit chat. We may even take a little visit to the magical land of leprechauns. You never know, right? We have a DIY to do, and well, since our theme is feeling lucky, I think we should have a giveaway. What do you think? All right, it's giveaway time. Yes. All right, so what are we going to give away? I've got my little stash here ready to go. Let's take a look and see what we got. I don't even know. We got that. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, okay. Let's see. We'll add something to it. Here. Oh, perfect. How about this, y'all? $20 Target gift card. And how about a $10 Starbucks card? A lot of times they have Starbucks right in the Targets, right? Ours has a Starbucks in it. So, yep. That's what we're giving away today. We got a $20 Target card and a $10 Starbucks card up for grabs. And all you got to do is comment right below. And make sure you put a little shamrock or a rainbow or something in that comment. You know, kind of keep with the theme here, okay? All right, and let's make it easy. Why don't we choose the winner? How about we choose the winner in our Friday night chit chat video this week? That'll give you all week to enter, okay? And then we'll use the YouTube random comment picker to randomly pick a winner, all right? So I hope you're feeling lucky, and good luck, everybody. All right, so yes, we have a lot to get to today. So why don't we get started right off the bat, okay? Now, a lot of you know my mom. My mom was Irish. Well, she was Italian and Irish, but mostly Irish. And so St. Patrick's Day was always a big deal in our household growing up. Oh, she would decorate and make Irish soda bread and cookies. And, of course, we wore green all week long of St. Patrick's Day. So I do have fond memories of St. Patrick's Day, and I do like it. And, of course, I love to decorate. You know that. So we're going to get started right away with a DIY. It's so this is a really cute project to do. It's real easy to do, it's fun to do, and you can get everything you need at the Dollar Tree. It's a Dollar Tree project. We're gonna make some lucky St. Patrick's Day topiaries, just perfect for your mantle or your table or for a centerpiece. So what do we need? Here are our materials. First of all, you need a terracotta pot. I got this at the Dollar Tree. And the nice thing about this project, you can do this in any size you want. So you can get a larger pot or a smaller pot, totally up to you. In addition to that, we'll need some styrofoam balls. Again, pick the size that you like. Okay, in addition to that, we're going to need some wooden dowel rods here, like this. You could also use chopsticks if you'd like. And then some black ribbon. We need some green paint, of course. We need the green. We need a package of reindeer moss. That's the real green moss. And I don't want to miss anything here. Good, good, good. Okay, and then finally, you're going to need some St. Patrick's Day accents, right? And that would be like, you know, shamrocks. Let me hold it up to you. Shamrocks or some coins. They have these bags of coins at the Dollar Tree. Now, these shamrocks, check it out. I got these necklaces at the Dollar Tree. There's 2 in a pack, and I just cut them apart to use the shamrocks for this project. So, that's what we're using for that. Now, in addition to that, you're going to need maybe some tacky glue and your hot glue gun, maybe an X-Acto knife, some scissors, you know, things like that. But more will be revealed as we move along, I'm sure. I know I left something out. All right, so what is our first step? Easy enough. We gotta paint our terracotta pots green. Ta-da! Wasn't that fast? Okay, so I just used paints from the Dollar Tree, and it did take 3 coats, okay? I'm sure if you had some, like, you know, more expensive, a better quality of acrylic paints, it may only take 1 coat, but terracotta pots are very porous and they suck it right in, you know, so it took 3 coats to get that done. So the next step was I painted my dowel rod, and I painted that in a different color green. I used this mint green color there. You can use the same color too. So we have our pots painted and our dowel rods painted. The next step, what we're going to do, let's grab this over here. We're going to work on our styrofoam balls, y'all. Yes, we are. So, what we're going to do is, and this is also where our reindeer moss comes into play. We're going to coat our styrofoam balls with the moss. Now, to do that, we're going to take our moss, okay, empty it out there, and then we're just going to liberally, like, just break it up into smaller pieces. It doesn't have to be, like, shredded or anything like that, but you want smaller pieces so that there's not a lot of hangage. You know, that hangage. You'll know what I mean in a minute. All right, so we're going to rip that all up and then remove all of these big little pieces like this. You're going to take that out of there too, okay? Next, we coat our styrofoam balls with tacky glue until it's completely covered, and then cover that up with our moss. Ta-da! Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to trim off all of our little, our hangage here. And you like, you know, the pieces that are just like too hanging, you know, like sticking out and stuff. We're just going to give them a quick trim up there. And that's what we're looking for. So we're going to set this aside and let it dry. And then we're going to move on to our next step. What we're going to do with our pots is make it look like a leprechaun hat. So we're going to put a little belt around it and a buckle. And to do that, we're going to get some of our black ribbon. And let's see if you can see. Can you see? Yep. Okay. We're just going to put it all around like this. And that's how we're going to measure it, and then give it a little snip off so we have the size that we need, right? And then, using a glue gun, we're just going to glue that all the way around the little bit. Here, I'll show you actually. We're going to glue it above the rim of the pot all the way around, okay? I'll see you in a minute. All right. Just like that. Here we go. There's the back. Okay? And that's our little band for his hat. Now we need a little belt buckle on there. And for that, we want something gold, of course. Maybe shiny gold or glittery gold. So I found these packs of note cards at the Dollar Tree. And I took one out. And that's what I'm using. So on the back of it, I just drew a little form like that. You know, kind of like a computer-generated 0. You know, a square 0 with a hole in the middle. And then, just using scissors and an X-Acto knife, I cut it out. All right. Just like that. Pretty cute, huh? Now, for this, we're going to attach it to our pot here, but we're not going to use the glue gun because I learned if I use the glue gun on this, it discolors the gold. I'm not sure why. It reacted to the heat. So, we're going to use our tacky glue to attach it. And quick like that. I'm trying to do this sideways. Okay, just like that. All right, so we're gonna let that sit aside to dry for one moment. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next step. So what we're going to be doing is we're gonna be putting our dowel rods down into this, right? Like down in there. So we need something in there that's gonna hold it in place. For that, I'm using scrap styrofoam, whatever I have. Packaging styrofoam works great. I keep a bag of that for projects like this, and we're just gonna cut it, whatever we have to fit like right inside here. Even a styrofoam ball fits perfectly inside there. So again, using our glue gun, we're just going to give some glue, give a little shot of glue down to the bottom in there, maybe get some on the sides, like that. Okay, and then we're just gonna stick them down in there, hold them in place until the glue dries, and we're good. And now we have something to put our dowel rods in, okay? Okay, so now while we're working on our pots, let's add some moss to the top of our pot. Taking our hot glue gun here, we're just going to just put some hot glue on, maybe drip some down the sides a little bit like that. Grab some of our moss and push it on. That's all there is to it. All right, so let's set this aside. I'll put it there so you can kind of look at them. Okay, now we're going to take our dowel rods and we're going to insert our moss balls right into our ball here. So I'm going to make a hole like that. Take it out, give a little bit of glue, and then we're gonna put it right back into that hole, or close to it. So we have our little topiary just like that, okay? So now what we're gonna do is take a look at our pot and see how high we want our topiary to be from our pot, right? Like, it'll go all the way down to the ground there like that, but I think that's just a little bit too high. I think I want mine to be we'll say about 4 inches above the rim of the hat here. So I have it right there, and these dowel rods, you literally can just snip them off. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of glue to the bottom like that. And you want to go up because like the whole size of the pot, like the whole length of the pot, you want to put some glue on there like that. Because next, what we're going to do, center you right there, we're going to find our hole in the bottom of our pot, and we're going to stick it all the way down until it hits the bottom table, like that. And then we have our topiary. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so there we go. There's that. And now it's all about adding our accents. So cool. So, like I said, I have these shamrocks that I cut from the necklaces, and we're just gonna add some hot glue and add whatever we have. You can also use like maybe some green beads would look nice, and just attach them using your hot glue. You have one sticking out there, and then let's see, maybe we'll put one right here. All right, okay. Just like that. And then I even put one down here, and then I attached one of our lucky gold coins, and I just kind of leaned them up against our skewer there. I think it looks really cool. Huh? And y'all, that's all there is to it. We are done. Check it out. I made this big one here. Everything out of the way here. And, yep, made a couple more. We'll show them all to you here so you can see the different sizes and the different shapes. And there they are. Aren't they cute? Oh, I think they're adorable. I'm really happy with the way they turned out. I think they're pretty adorable. Like I said, this would be like, just perfect for your mantle or for a centerpiece maybe on your table. I have a couple more in the works. I'm going to be taking a couple to work, of course, and then we'll set a few around the house too. But I really, really like it. I think any leprechaun would like this, right? Oh! And speaking of leprechauns... Oh, St. Patrick's Day, where everything is green, there's pots of gold and rainbows everywhere, and of course, leprechauns, and probably the most famous leprechaun of them all, Lucky the Leprechaun. Yeah, well, okay, there is that other leprechaun, too. He made an appearance last year, and he wanted to make an appearance this year, so I thought it would be best that he would pop in, because we don't want him being angry, if you know what I mean. Oh, but yes, Lucky the Leprechaun. And of course, he is the mascot for Lucky Charms cereal. And I have to admit, there was a time where it was the only cereal that I would eat. Now, of course, I was 7 years old at the time, but Lucky Charms are still one of my favorite cereals to this day. And as it turns out, there is an entire backstory and legend behind Lucky the Leprechaun. Somewhere in a magical forest lives a clever, playful leprechaun named Lucky. He lives in the land of leprechauns, and as his legend grew, children everywhere coveted Lucky's magic and his magic charms. Now his father was a wise man and knew it was Lucky's destiny to bring that magic from his world into the real world. He placed 8 magical charms in Lucky's hands as a way of protecting him along his journey. And did you know that each magical charm has its own unique power? Oh yes, they do. 8 lucky charms, all with their own unique magical powers. The red balloon charm has the power to float. And the rainbow charm, well, that gives us the power to teleport. While the unicorn charm, well, he brings color to the whole world. The blue moon charm gives us the power of invisibility. And the horseshoe charm, well, that's the power of speed. The star charm, well, that gives us the power to fly. Where the heart charm gives life to objects. Yep, any object. And of course, there's the clover charm, and that is the power of luck. With these magical charms, Lucky is off on his magical journey of hide and seek, outwitting and outsmarting kids everywhere. Ooh, what fun! Oh, and did you know that Lucky finally introduces us all to his magical land through a free book that you can get from Lucky Charms cereal? I'll be sure to put the link in the description below. It's a free downloadable PDF that you could either give to or read to the little ones in your life. Oh, it's such a cool book. And that is the legend of Lucky the Leprechaun. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody! Oh my god, they're magically delicious! Oh my gosh, I tell you, I still love Lucky Charms cereal. I do, I really do. But I tell you what, all these years I never knew there was such a backstory to it, right? How cool is that? A lot put into that with the map and everything. I love fantasy worlds like that and stuff. You can get lost in it and it's a lot of fun. So, oh my goodness. So, okay. So, now we learned all about Lucky, right? And we have some pretty adorable St. Patrick's Day decor. What'd you think? Did you like the project? Oh, I hope you give it a try. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do, and I think they look pretty cool. And I haven't seen one like this before, not with the hat anyway. But so yeah, so now we have some decor. I think next we do need something to snack on, and I'm super excited to finally share with you my Irish soda bread recipe. Now, it is a traditional Irish soda bread recipe, but of course through the years I tweaked it and what I like to call perfected it, right? So even though I just got changed, and let's go back into the kitchen and make some chocolate chip Irish soda bread. Come on. Top of the morning to ya. Aaron go Brock and all that, you know. Oh, I'm excited to share with you my recipe for some Irish soda bread. A little bit different, but I'll tell you, I've been making Irish soda bread for years and years and years. My mom first taught me how to make Irish soda bread when I was a wee little one. So I've had plenty of time to kind of tweak it and perfect it. And I do like my recipe, and I hope you do too. It's a little different because, oh yeah, I put in some mini chocolate chips. Yep, it's a chocolate chip Irish soda bread. All right, why don't we get started? Here's what we need to make this. Our ingredient list is this. In that bowl right there, we have 4 cups of flour, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. We also need 3 tablespoons of butter, which we've softened a little bit, 1 3/4 cup of buttermilk, 1 large egg, which we've beaten up a little bit there, 1.5 cups of mini chocolate chips, 1 tablespoon of melted butter, and that's about a tablespoon of oats there, and you'll need some coarse decorating sugar too. You know, decorate the top of it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to whisk all of our dry ingredients together. Alright. Okay, so next we're gonna put our butter in, okay? And then now using, 2 forks or a pastry blender or our fingers, we're just gonna work that into our dry ingredients here until it's all incorporated and the mixture, well, it becomes a little crumbly. Okay, we're good there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is take our buttermilk and our egg, and we're going to combine them up. Dun, dun, dun. And we're going to give them a little stir to kind of incorporate that in there. Okay. All right, I think we're good there. And now we're just going to add this right to our dry mixture all at once. And then we're just going to stir it all up just by hand until it's incorporated. We don't want to overstir this at all, just until all of the dry ingredients are moistened. All right, that is perfect. Yep, that's what we're looking for. All right. Now, I do know some recipes do say, you're going to knead it for a little bit, and some recipes have a drier dough. Some even have a wetter dough. But this is exactly what we're looking for here, okay? We're not going to knead it. We're just stirring it to get the dry ingredients incorporated. We don't want to overstir it, okay? So our next step, we're going to stir all those chocolate chips right in there. Oh, yes. And again, this recipe is very forgiving, too. So if you don't like a lot of chocolate chips, just put a cup in if you want. If you like a lot of them, put more in. And you can even leave them out completely if you're not a chocolate chip fan. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know anybody who's not a chocolate chip fan. Anyway, let's stir these in. All right. It looks good. Okay, so now I have my oven preheated to 350, and oh yeah, we're making this right in a cast iron skillet. We are. Now, the cast iron skillet is 10-inch. You could use 9 or 10-inch, and you can have 1 big loaf, or you could do 2 medium loaves using like 8-inch cake pans. Choice is yours there. And I sprayed it, and then I just lined the bottom with a little circle of parchment paper. And now we're going to turn our dough right into our skillet. And I have some flour here too to help out because this dough is very sticky, and we're gonna want to kind of pat it down a little bit, you know, and make it smooth. So that's where our flour comes in. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, so next, now that we're ready to bake, we're gonna put a little cut in there, a little X, you know, to let those fairies out, right? And you want to do that a good 1/2 inch into your dough. Just run it along like that, and then again like this. All right. Just perfect. And now we're gonna take our melted butter, oh yeah, and we're just gonna brush the top of it with our butter. Alrighty. And then after that, oh yes, that's where our sanding sugar comes in. Oh yeah, we're gonna put some sugar all on the top of this to make it nice and pretty. Alright, I think that's good. I do like a lot of sugar on mine. I know some people don't, but I do. Alright, that's enough. And then finally, we're gonna just sprinkle some oats on top of there too, just to make it look nice and pretty. Just a few. I think that's good. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna bake this in a 350-degree oven. Now you're gonna bake this for anywhere from 40 minutes all the way up to like 55 minutes. What you're looking for is a nice golden top to it. You can put a toothpick in it too and see if it comes out clean, like you would a cake. And when you knock the top of it, it should sound hollow, okay? So I guess we'll get her in there, and I'll see you in about 45 minutes. The time has come. Oh, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Can you hear that? It's hollow. Well, not hollow, but it sounds hollow. Looks good, doesn't it? The bread, not me. All right, so now what you want to do, you're going to let that sit in the pan for at least 10 minutes before you dig into it, okay? And I'll do that. I'll let it cool, and I'll slice it all up and show you. But that's all there is to it. A very easy recipe to make. It looks really nice, and I think the presentation is good, too. If you're making this for, like, a dinner, you could set the whole pan right on the table, you know, and serve it that way. So, I guess that's it. There we have it, my chocolate chip Irish soda bread. Ah! What'd you think? It's kind of picture perfect there, don't you think? This is so good, y'all. And you know what? As you saw, it's really a very easy recipe. It is. And like I said, it is a traditional recipe. So if you just omit the coarse sugar and the chocolate chips, you'll have just basic Irish soda bread, you know, maybe a tad bit sweeter. Like when I make it without the chocolate chips, I don't put as much sugar in it, but either way, it is a delicious, easy to make recipe. So, and I'm not sure if I said it, I can't remember, but you don't have to make it in the skillet, in the cast iron skillet. You can make it in cake pans if you want, or however you want to make it. So, I do hope you give this one a try. This is a keeper for sure. I don't know why I didn't share that in years past. I think we may have made some, but I think we did it a different way. But, so, oh, wow. I had such a good time tonight. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, anyway, I hope that if you weren't feeling lucky before we started today, that you're feeling lucky now, okay? Because I just know you're going to have a fantastic week ahead. Definitely Remember to comment below for your chance to win a $20 Target card and a $10 Starbucks card. And remember, we'll pick that winner during our Friday night chit chat video this week, okay? Definitely hit us up over on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we are now on Twitter. And a very, very special shout out goes to Angie. Angie has really been helping us with our Twitter account. So Angie, thank you so much. You are doing a fantastic job. And it's really helping us out a lot. Gosh, I just can't thank you enough. So special thanks to Angie for kind of managing our Twitter account there, and of course special thanks to Mare, who is helping out with our Instagram page, doing an awesome job as always. Thank you, Mare. Oh my gosh, it's like we have a staff now. Oh, I just thought of that. Isn't that exciting? My goodness. All right. Definitely remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we have a new video coming out. All of our information is listed right down below. That's our email address and our post office box for that snail mail, you know. And you all, everybody, please have a fantastic week. And I will see you next time, okay? Ciao, everybody. Mwah!